Go.
Hey everybody, we're in between, in the middle of doing our Aero City video, so since we're kind of at a bit of a breaking point before we can go any further, I'm getting around to another SEGA candy cab that has been sitting here for several months, probably, I think actually longer than that, but yeah, this is a SEGA City. It's a beautiful, old candy cab, probably one of the first ever made. I actually haven't, I don't think there is anything that came out before this. This was Sega's first, and I would not be surprised if this was technically like the first candy cab they ever made. But this is a SEGA City. All the candies that Sega made after that were based on the city names. So you have the Aero City, Astro City, and whatnot. But this was the first, and it's a cute little cab. I think it's a 19-inch monitor, if I remember right. It's an 18 or a 19. And this one in particular is one of the best condition ones I have ever seen. After I got this one, someone posted they had like an uncle that worked at Sega kind of thing, and they had one of these like sitting in the U.S. That was like super pristine. But like other than that, you'll never find one in this kind of condition, I think. So we were very fortunate. This wasn't a restore. It was just, you know, kept in very good condition all these years. I don't remember what it cost me, but like I mentioned in the last video, like everything in the den is cost more than the Egret 2. This probably also did. I mean, granted, I know what Egret 2s go for these days, but regardless, like what I paid for this cab was easily more than that. So let's take a look at it. So this one still has the original like monitor adjustment sheet on it. The one on the Aero, the video that we did just before this, you know, had a scan, but you know, we've got the original there, and inside of the cab is very similar. So we do have the original mounting board for it. It looks actually decent shape for where it is. Doesn't really smell mildewy, or you know, obviously it's had some moisture just by nature of it being so old. I think this cab was from like the 80s or something. But the wood seems to be in pretty good shape. Inside we've got manual. So that's an original manual. This does not look like original wrap, so I'm not going to worry about keeping it intact or anything, but let's take a look at it. So just a piece of cardboard on the back, probably to keep it straight. And this has also had some moisture for sure, but it's a little crinkly. Wiring diagram in the back. There we go. It's kind of cool. Is that the header?
Looks like it.
Like that? I've never seen one with a header like that. That's assembly side panel.
Side panel. Oh.
Interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. This did not come with any of that extra stuff, as far as I remember from the video. Yeah, that's assembly spacer. I wonder if that was for linking cabs, or
I guess like
yeah,
a drink
maybe
holder in the middle between cabs or something.
Yeah, like a cab linker for head to head or something. Because again, this one has a 1L panel on it. I don't know if that this was like original or anything like that. I think it's the same size. No, it's not. It's not the same size as an Aero, but it's like a 1L panel. It looks very clean, and this does not look like it would be just a repro. If you look closely, you can kind of see how the like effect on the metal on the bottom. That doesn't seem like something that would come out of a repro. So I wonder if that's original. I haven't really done too much research into the cab. It's interesting. So it uses 24mm buttons instead of 30 there as well. But let's see if we can get a little look on the inside here. So we've got the same old non-standard JAMA connector with a JAMA adapter on it. This looks like this is new, which doesn't surprise me. Looks like everything else is original. That power supply definitely looks like it's been there for a while. Got the same power and service panel there from the Aero City. Open up here, and just the coin mech, just like the Aero City Astro. And let's take a look at the coin bucket and see how much play this thing got. So yeah, you remember I mentioned that it was interesting that they had a separate door on it.
Wow.
But this, this is like its own. So yeah, our play count on here is 16,013, which that's honestly pretty low. And it looks like there was a slot for a second mech, but it's not there. Also, looking at the bottom, it looks like they didn't want to deal with the double control panel thing too, which I think is why this side you see is loose. And again, we've got the control panel with the second tank for it there. So throw that back in. Let's open up the top of the cab here and look inside. So it's interesting with this, the entire thing lifts up, including the control panel. So there we go. And here we've got the tube, and more than likely, let's see where our monitor controls are. They're probably on the, no, they're not on the back. Are they on the side? Do we see them?
Oh.
Are they sticking out anywhere?
Yeah, on the side.
Okay, cool.
Well, you gotta go up the bottom and adjust from that way.
Yeah. Well, let's get our test board here. We'll hook it up, and then we gotta run some power over to this. Let's see.
Parts, that's
Yeah.
should be voltage, yeah.
So, admit it to me. Have you ever plugged in a board backwards?
I haven't.
You haven't. I have. It didn't do anything. I
Yeah.
think if they're designed
Depends on
well-
that. Depends on. The
Yeah,
board.
depends on the board. I have actually hooked
think
up boards backwards
Neo
before.
Geo might not like it. I can't remember.
Yeah. But like, obviously don't do it, but
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can run this power cable over to something. These are usually pretty long. I think I might be able to reach the one. Nope, I can't. Do we have power over on this end?
If you unplug something, maybe.
Okay.
Pretty packed.
You're pretty
I'm
packed.
using like every outlet. Um,
Yes, you are.
I can unplug something.
Okay.
I'll put this camera down real quick.
Watch your foot there. Okay, you're plugged in. We'll get you out of there. Now watch your feet.
Oh, that's why.
And let's flip the sucker on. That's a monitor. Oh, nope, it comes into focus. It's not so bad.
Oh, there.
Okay, should hang on to that real quick. I'm gonna adjust our cartridge here.
There we go.
There we go. And it doesn't look like this monitor position or anything really needs to be adjusted or anything, which
No.
is good because we're struggling with the other one. That though, I think everything is actually moderately
Very, yeah, it's very
accessible on
easy.
this
Just,
one,
just
yeah.
through the door.
So I'm gonna pop this down.
I think it has
That
lights.
does not look bad. Yeah, that's actually quite well adjusted. It can go,
Yeah.
you know, the horizontal might go up a little bit, but that's about it. Yeah, and that's down. Let me grab a seat.
Sound was working. Wonder if it's too low for the cab.
A track volume?
Yeah.
If there is a track volume. See if the service button even... Oh, it's on free play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds
see?
okay.
Okay, so this was one of my best games. This is actually what I'm intending to leave in here as well, but it is definitely not anything I remember. So, interested to see what my first game back would be like. This feels a little bit stiff. It's kind of interesting that the buttons are like a little bit farther apart than I'm used to as well. Obviously don't remember enough. Yeah, I don't remember what I'm supposed to switch over to red chain for this part of the stage. I don't know. Maybe it was sooner. Now, this stage is very unimportant for scoring, really. Probably no way I can get a perfect on this boss without the technique that I normally use. But yeah, my first concern was that maybe I wouldn't be used to the screen size the way it is, but I think it actually, like, I'll be able to play on it. Like, it's actually very close to my face, like having this smaller monitor this way. So
No real scan lines either.
I kind of remember some things. Yeah, no, I gotta remember some things. I'm not gonna waste everyone's time walking that fast or anything, but yeah, so everything works. The other reason I picked this game was it's 3 buttons. It is not a game that you would want to play 2-player, and like, I've been wanting to have a dedicated Radiant Silver Gun for a while. Now it has actually, I'm kind of confused. It has a player 2 start button here.
Well, maybe for like Pac-Man or something.
Maybe. I guess, you know, this is pretty old, so
Yeah.
let's look underneath here and it's got, and you can't even really get up here to see. That probably is just a player 2 start. Like, I wonder, I'm curious, let's go into test menu and see what it comes up as.
That's kind of interesting. Having to mess with the joystick above you.
So see if that is actually, no, that's not
Not
that's not player 2 start. It's not wired to anything on this, at least.
Will this one work? Yeah.
Wait, why is there no? Oh, you know what? I think we might have to go to the game test to get.
Oh, button.
Yeah, I don't remember. I haven't messed with STV in a long time. But yeah, we got buttons 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's not wired to anything.
Yeah, it's not wired to. Well, I mean, it's wired to something,
Oh.
but that's interesting. Like, I wonder what it's wired to.
Nothing on GM.
But yeah, so I mean, I'll come back. I'll put in the other control panel lock because it, you know, this one it's floppy. I even noticed it when we were moving it in here originally. But looking over this cab, the entire thing is actually quite clean.
I actually
Like you can see a little bit of the dirt underneath, but like there's so little rust. That was the thing that really got me.
Yes.
This was not repainted. You can tell just looking at its condition, it was not repainted and it's not rusty, which almost everything coming out of Japan is. I mean, okay, it's not perfect, but you know,
something in there.
looks like someone drilled out a lock.
No, there's like a volume
Oh yeah,
pot
there
or
is.
something.
There's a plastic.
Is it a pot? No.
That's a pot. It's a pot from like a monitor.
Oh.
Adjust something or other, but yeah, like just there's very little to no rust. It's very clean, and I don't really know the history of this cabinet in particular. I might ask my distributor and see if they know a little bit about it. But like it's beautiful. It's got a great looking monitor. You know, some convergence issues and whatnot, but like who cares? It looks fine. It's totally playable. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get around the back here. And it does look like whatever marquee was on here probably has a light channel because you can see the bulb is shining up here, but
Yeah.
it doesn't come out anywhere else. And then, like looking at the back, it does have the original labels and everything on it still. So, like this thing is gorgeous. And I think even in the auction listing, they had pointed out the only damages they had pointed out was like this over here. There's like a little bit of a dent. There might be a little bit of a scratch on one of this. Yeah, like that. Like they pointed out this, but like
Not a big deal.
man, if it's in original condition like that, that's amazing. So, but yeah, and I guess I don't really have too much to say about this cab since it didn't really come with a lot of extras. There's not really anything else to poke at other than it's just in really good shape and you know it's a city. So I think I'll leave it at that. And there's nothing else really to go into. Put this back down. And yeah, so it's for the moment going to just tuck in the corner here and be my dedicated Radiant Silver gun. I might hook up a capture card to it and do some streaming at some point. But yeah, that's the SEGA City. If anyone wants to see any more about it, like I can follow up later, or if I think of something I will. But other than that, I think that's all I really got for the city. Hope you enjoyed checking it out. We're going to get back to recording the rest of the Aero stuff here in a sec, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.